Hi there, folks, and welcome to Way of the Hunter, a hunting game or hunting simulation on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It's been out for quite some time, but today they released update 1.18, which also includes what we're going to try to go into in a bit of detail: the free Remington firearms pack. So the first essential firearm add-on for the game for free. It's all part of the game, costs nothing except, well, just the base game itself, and you can get every gun right out of the shop, of course, you know, through in-game money. But the pack itself is free, which is really, really cool. It's a genuine branded rifle and shotgun pack from Remington themselves, or whatever their name is. The Remington company split some years ago, and there's actually two different companies now. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But update 1.18 is now live and should be available for all platforms. It's going to include a ton of bug fixes. Not only to multiplayer instances, but some bug fixes as far as the way the animals behave, and some things like DLSS was added for anti-aliasing as well, which I sadly cannot partake in, so you are not seeing DLSS. I am on AMD hardware, so I cannot use DLSS. Sad noises. They tweaked some pathing between need zones for the animals or the critters on the maps, and we're currently on the Romanian map, by the way. We're not in Idaho just now. They also fixed the issue where when you called animals towards you, they'd sometimes walk right up to you, and it was a bit funky. But so if you're new to the channel, welcome. First and foremost, this is my essential and technical first video on Way of the Hunty. That's the map boundary. We'll go ahead and turn the Jeep around. We don't want to go into some country we have no business being in. But anyway, welcome to the channel, first of all. If you're not new and you're wondering what the heck is this, because I normally do other sims, train sims, plane sims, bus sims, stuff like that, tank sims, you name it, just general sims. I have been thoroughly addicted to this game since it came out some months ago, and I cannot stop playing it. I've streamed the bejesus out of it over on Twitch, but as far as making a video for the YouTubeage, this is the first. So again, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, and you're possibly into Way of the Hunter, we're just going to try and go over some of the things that have happened in this update. We're going to check out these rifles in that shotty shot shotgun here in just a moment. Alrighty, so we are up in the cabin looking on our trusty laptop over here, where of course in the game, if you're not familiar, you purchase things such as your firearms, your gears, your animal calls, attachments, hunting permits, all that good stuff is within your laptop in the cabin. So this is where you're going to get your rifles. We are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new rifles, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go over them top down as they were listed in the news from the official channels. Of course, I'll link everything down below if you want to go check out the game and the official patch notes and all that good stuff as well, if you're curious. But we're going to look at the Remington 700, which is this Betty right here. So, of course, this is the Remington 700. It's a long-range, very powerful, very accurate rifle. I've already bought all of them, and as you can see, I am now very poor in the top right-hand corner. This son of a biscuit cost 1,240 in-game credits. So the gun prices actually are not that bad, all things considered, when you look at the Steyr Carbon CL2 at 5,590. So it's not too bad. But this is, of course, a bolt-action 3-mag 300 Win Mag, and it's for tier 6, so it's for the big boys like the Moose and all that good stuff. Next up, we got the Remington 673 guide rifle. This thing is a freaking howitzer. basically. It is a bad mammer jammer. Of course, this thing is going to cost you as well. It's going to be about 1,850 in-game credits. It of course. It of course is to bolt action and 3 mag capacity with the 350 rim mag. 350. Good night. Hunting tier 6 again. Meese and all the other big critters in the game. I can't wait to fire this thing. I haven't touched any of these guns yet since I purchased them. So anyway, that's going to be the 673. Then we got the old 1903 here, which this is really, really cool here. So this, of course, I'm sure a lot of you know is a Remington 1903. Bolt action as well. 5 mag capacity, and it's a 30-06 hunting tier 5. So you can use this for a lot of your standard game in the game. That's usually the average tier is tier 5. So that's the 1903 there. And we're going to go down to 7600. Now this thing is fairly unique. This is a pump action rifle. So it's got a 4 mag capacity, 270 Win, although they built it in various calibers as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did hunting tier 5 as well. So that's most of your deer and in medium-sized game in Way of the Hunter as well. And then we've got, last but not least, this thing is beautiful as well, the Remington V3 Waterfowl Pro. And that's a gorgeous looking shotgun. Semi-automatic, 3 mag capacity, 12 gauge, hunting tier 1, so birds. And if you want to get really, 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 really close to a mammal, then you can do that too. I don't know if it'll actually take it down though. You could try though. It is a game. So anyway, 5 guns, 4 rifles, 1 shotty for free. All right, we're going to check out each and every single one of these. All right, dawn has broken in the land of vampires and other blood-sucking creatures within Romania. And first, we're going to look at, of course, the Remington 700 long range. Now, I don't know if there's a way to actually look at the equipment in the game aside from the photo mode, so I'm going to pop the P key, and we'll just take a brief little gander here as he holds the rifle. Good Lord, that is a beautiful rifle. So this thing is essentially based on the Model 700, which is action-proven, used by the U.S. military as the M24 sniper rifle. That's kind of where it cut its teeth and where it started, if you will. But it's got enhanced precision and accuracy. It's got all kinds of just very, very nice things added to it, just to get all the super-duper technical stuff out of the way. But it's got a 26-inch barrel, and I think it weighs about 9 pounds and typically 7 mil. Or it is only 7 mil, if I'm not mistaken. But it is a dang good-looking rifle. It's made out of all kinds of super high-tech. This is probably like the main damie of the pack, if you will. I mean, it's got all kinds of crazy stuff. Uses like a Ball & Carlson M40 stock, or Bell & Carlson, sorry, from urethane, aramid graphite, all kinds of other things. It's got a free-floating, heavy compound barrel, aluminum bedding block. This thing is nuts. It does this weird thing where it kind of blurs when you try and get too close, but it's a damn good looking gun too. Anyway, let's fire the son of a biscuit. Alright, we got her loaded up. Let's see here. We'll try and hit that one down. Yonders. We'll turn on the hunter sense. So this is only 200 yards, well, about 215 yards. That bird is extremely loud. Please be quiet, please, please. It's like golf. I need absolute silence here. So I'm gonna hold my breath, and we're just gonna fire one downrange. Make sure I got the zeroing in there. 164. That's about as good as. No, we'll do 218. We'll aim a tad low. So we're gonna hold it. Just listen to this thing. Fire one off here. Dang. That was a pretty accurate shot. That thing sounds dang good, too. Reload action. Sounds very nice. We'll fire another one off here. Oh, that's a little low. All right, so that is your Remington 700 long range. This thing's like freaking $800 IRL too. This is a bad mamma jamma here. So next up, we've got the Remington 673. I'm gonna call it an elephant gun or elephant howitzer. This is the 673 guide rifle, which is basically an updated version of the Model 600 and 660. It's got a laminated stock, vented ribs, iron sights, all that good stuff. Of course, I have a scope set on top of here. It's got a 22-inch barrel at about 7.5 pounds. Fires 300, 350, 6.5 mil, and 308 Win. In real life, not in the game, obviously. So we'll see how this one does. I got a different scope on here. I know there's like a meta, within the game for a lot of us that play this game, but I just threw a couple of scopes on these guns just to see what's what. So we'll try this at 200 yards again. Get the zeroing up to snuff here. God almighty. Holy cow. Jiminy crickets. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself after that. We'll do another one. And then we'll do some reload action. Jesus. Alright, here we go. That thing was in there like swimwear. God, a bit high. Caught me on the updraft. All right, we'll do a little reload here. Very nice. All right, so let's go on to the next here. All right, the next one here, of course, out of the next two, because you can only carry two at a time, which, pretty much makes sense. So, of course, is the world-renowned, tried and tested and proven into the ground, the Remington 1903 or M1903. This, of course, was a combat rifle used by the U.S. military and other nations across the globage. Used in competitive shooting. They still use this in some forms of the military, like ROTC programs and things of that nature, for training and gun handling. It's a highly sought-after rifle for collectors as well. They made over 3 million of these things. It's got a 24-inch barrel at about 8.5 pounds, almost 9 pounds, just thereabouts, and it's a 30-03 and 30-06. And we'll just go ahead. And I don't know if you can put a scope on here, but I didn't want to, so we're not going to. We're going to just try and use it like this. We'll hit this 50-yarder right here and see how we can do. All right. Good Lord. Man, that thing that felt good. It's things can feel through a mouse and keyboard, but it did it. It sounded good. The action of it. All right, let's try this feller here. I'll set about a hundo. Oh, the reload animation. Chamber in the new round. We'll try that $150 right there. You know what? We'll get up here and lay down. There we go. Pronage. Try that 200-yarder. Oh, zoomed out at the last second. We'll fire one more at the 50-yarder. And then we'll get up and reload. See how the reload animation is. Nice. Very nice. Alright, a little bit high. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Like, almost just winged him. Still would have got a lung. See if we even hit this one. That's a negative. What about this guy? Yeah, it's a negative. So that's up close and personal. I mean, you could probably put a scope on here. You know what? We'll run up in there and throw a scope on this thing real quick. All right, so we have now got a scope on here. Let's see how we do here. Pretty close. All right, here's the hundo hiding in the bushes over there. Pretty close. Buck 50. Set at 264. It'll be a little high. Damn, that was right on. And 200. Give it 218. This thing is stupid accurate because I am very inaccurate. No way. Wow. Okay, I know what gun I'm gonna be using. that's my tier 5 gun right there. All right, let's check this bad mamma jamma out. This is the Remington 7600 pump action centered rifle. This thing is kind of funky. It was started production in its infancy in the 1950s and went through various changes, but it was loosely based on the 760 or the model 760, and then it went through several variants to what it is now, modern day 7600. They still produce it by today, if I'm not mistaken. It's got a 22-inch barrel, weighs about 7.5 pounds. Now this is going to be a tongue twister. Fires 243 wins, 270 wins, 30-06, 308, 223, 6 mil, and 280. So yeah, all right, let's shoot. That was a bit high. All right, and that one kind of got the job done as well. Now, the shotgun, the Remington V3 Waterfowl Pro shotgun, I sadly am not going to be able to show that. I didn't have enough money to purchase it, and I don't really mess with waterfowl in the game currently. When I started playing the game, the birds were kind of bugged, and they'd fall through the map, and they were just kind of a pain, and they have since fixed it. Don't get me wrong, but I just never really picked it up again. I will at some point, but anyway, that covers the guns, the free guns in the Remington firearm pack. Just a quick look at them. Fired off a couple rounds downrange, and then of course I will be using these via stream. So come on down if you're ever on Twitch and look up Schnauzer Powers. If you see me playing Way of the Hunter, and come hang out, and we'll just do the thing to the thing. But that's it. The new gun pack for Way of the Hunty. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time, and I'll catch you next time.